Okay, guys, we are going to start our lesson unit, whatever, on the invertebrates. And to start it off with, we're going to start with the simplest structure there is for the invertebrate animals, and that is the sponges, okay? So while these look like plants, very much like plants, they are in fact animals, okay? We're going to talk about why. So just hang tight and let's get going. All right. So these are just the notes on sponges, characteristics and habitat. Okay. All right. The simplest multicellular animals made of a collection of cells. So that's what multicellular means. It's made of a collection of cells. Sponges are the most simple form of this. Okay. They're pretty much the closest thing you can be to a plant without being a plant. All right. They can be many colors, sizes, and shapes. Most live in the ocean, but some can be fresh water. Defense. All right, they have these things called spicules. They're small needle-like support structures that stick out on some sponges and make it less likely for or things to eat it. Okay, in just a minute, I'll show you a little diagram of where these things are, but they are on the inside of the sponges, and they make it very not good to want to eat. Okay, so it's basically like how cactus has spikes on the outside. Sponges have these spicules on the inside, and there's just a very up close microscopic view of what it looks like. So these are actually really, really small, but they are all inside of the sponge. Okay. Movement. All right, the adult sponges are sessile, which means they don't move. Okay, they're attached to something, but the larva actually can swim. So that's why they are classified as an animal instead of a plant, because they have a larva stage that does actually swim around. It goes around, drifts in the current till it lands on something, and then it becomes sessile and starts growing into an adult sponge. Eating. All right. Many have pores throughout which the water flows through. That water goes in through a pore, and then it comes out the top of the sponge. So you'll see in just a minute the hole called the osculum on there, and that's where the water comes out. So it's a filter feeder. Right there. They get their food this way, so the water flows in, they pick up the food from the water, and the water comes in, and they pick up the oxygen out of the water. That's how they eat and breathe. Here's that diagram I was talking about. Right here on the top is that osculum, and that's where the water shoots out the top, kind of like a chimney. And there's how the water comes in through these pores, these openings. All right? The spicules are on that inside, very sharp barb-like things. I think video doesn't work, sorry. All right, we're not drawing this. This is just a picture of it. So again, here we go. We're looking at the inside, those white things. Those are the spicules. Then we have the pores of the sponge. Okay, it's where water flows in and comes out the top. Food comes in, gets picked up in the pores, and then shoots out clean water through the top. And that's all. I mean, that's all a sponge is made of. That's again why it's called the simplest form. That's all there is to it. Only moves during the juvenile stage, the larva stage. Does not move once it's an adult. And that's really all there is to it. Very, very simple. Okay. So I'm going to stop this video here in just a second, but what I want you to do here is we'll use this information for something a little bit later, and you'll move on to the next video. Okay. All right.